Let's be honest, stock mirrors just aren't cool. Those rabbit ears need to be removed as soon as you buy your motorcycle. Don't have the money, you say? Well, I'm here to tell you that eBay has solved your problem. For roughly $50, you can be one step closer in transforming your bike into a mean panty dropping machine, and I'll show you how. Mirror Eliminators and Bar End mirrors are an easy DIY project for any motorcycle enthusiast. Are they worth the money? We'll find out.
Alright, there's going to be a couple things you're going to need. That's everything. But for the rabbit ears, you're going to need a flathead to pick off these covers for the bolts, which is here. And you're going to need a 5mm hex screwdriver. And then these are the screws for the eliminator. So to take off the covers, these little plastic things, I mean, I've already done this, so it's gonna be easier for me. I could probably use my fingernail, but the first time you do it, you just kind of pry underneath it and they'll pop up. Let's see if I can get it there, just like that. And just little covers, you can see them. I'm gonna do the rest with my fingernail. Okay, set these aside. You're going to take your 5mm hex screw. Just going to screw it. Okay. Then there are these rubber spacers you can take off. And they get replaced with the eliminators. Oh. Screws. Let's go over top here. Now you can use the original screws that come with it. They're black, and you can put the spacers back over top of it if you want to. I've seen some people do that, but it doesn't sit flush with the eliminator. You can see how there's like an indent here. The original ones are square. I can show you. They go in like this. See how they sit up like that? These are the ones that come with it. They sit flat. You see the difference? So I like this better. Some people would rather have the cover over top like that, so it's kind of black, matte black over top. It's your preference. Obviously they'll both fit. To screw these on, it takes a 4mm hex screw. Just evenly tighten it. You can see how, I think it looks way better. For the bar and mirrors, I had a really hard time doing this, and I tried to put it back together. I've already installed the clutch side, and this is the aftermarket piece. It's this right here that's in there. I took the original off. I tried to take this out again, but when you unscrew this piece doesn't want to come out, and I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just couldn't figure out a way, and I didn't want to dig deep into finding out, because you know it expands to tighten, and I'm sure there's a way to get it off. I just don't want to do it because I've already done it. So I'll explain the process of doing it. It's not too hard, it's just a little tricky, and then I will clamp on the bar and mirror so you guys can see what it looks like. I'm not going to install the other one on the throttle side. One, I like the look of just the one mirror. Some people might not, but that's up to you. And then secondly, I've heard that this is much more difficult to install on this side because of the mechanics in the throttle side. So I'm just going to leave it alone. I'll explain to you guys how I did it, and then take a look at it and see what it looks like. It's all done. All right. So this is the original piece. It's pretty heavy too. The other, my aftermarket piece, that's half the size. This is super light. This is heavy, and it's weighted so that, you know, it's vibration reduction. I mean, I haven't noticed a difference. Even on the highways, I've gone about 100 miles an hour with this thing on, and I haven't really noticed a difference in vibration. But some people might, but I haven't, so no problems there. This is the hardest part, is getting this piece out. When you unscrew it, you're going to see there's a 5mm hex screw in here. So and I screwed it back in to show you guys. You have to, this nylon strip that is in my parts list is, you guys probably thought, what is this for? Well, when you're taking this off, and this is the original piece on this side, if you unscrew it, it just spins. It doesn't come off. So you have to grip this piece and then unscrew. And I used the nylon strip that just came from like a backpack, you know, like the straps on a backpack. And I put it over top, and then I used these vice grips and then held it like this while I unscrewed it. And that way it didn't ruin this piece when I unscrewed it. So that's how you do that. Once you get that off, which I'll do right here, get that off, set this aside, and you want to screw this back on a little bit. So it gives you something to grip when you're pulling this whole piece out, because this is going to be flush with the bar. So just to give you an example, this is going to be flush inside like that. You're going to grip this piece. Shit. You're going to need a flathead and the vice grips. With one hand, you're going to grip the screw that you screwed in a little bit to be able to pull it out. And with the other hand, this black piece right here is the devil, first of all. But you're going to need, there's these two little lips on each side. This lip right here, and then on the other side, I don't know if you see that, this lip right here. So you kind of want to, they're going to be showing a little bit, and you want to pry up and push out as you're pulling. You're going to push this up on this side, and then you go on the other side and you push it up, and eventually it'll pop. Now you can see there's like glue, and that was what was pain for me, because it wasn't going because it was glued in. So you really have to give it some time, keep trying. It took me about 5 minutes just to get the thing to kind of pop. And once it does that, it comes right out. So then it's just a matter of screwing this piece in, which all you do, I think this takes a, okay, so it takes a 5mm. All you do is just stick it in, screw it. You don't have to hold anything, you just keep screwing. You'll feel it expand, you'll feel it tighten, and you tighten as much as you can, and you'll get this. And then I would torque it, because I can still hand tighten it a little bit, but it's tight. Once this is done, all you gotta do is clamp on the mirror. I can't remember which one I was using. All you do is open this up. There's a screw here that's going to be installed. Unscrew it, open this up, and then you put it over top on here, and close it on top of it. Screw that in, and then you can adjust this screw here to turn it up, to have the mirror up here. You can have it down here, under here. I like the look of this. And then when I'm lane splitting, which is another reason why I'm not putting another one on, on the other side is because I lane split so much in California that I'd have to put them both up and then it'd still be expanded. So having one is good enough for me. But when I'm lane splitting, I can just kind of turn it up like that, and then not have to worry about hitting other mirrors on cars or anything. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of the install and kind of show you guys what it looks like. You also want to make sure that the clutch isn't in the way, because when you originally put it on, if it's the other way around, this will hit this piece right here, and that's just not going to be good. So I want to be aware of that. That's what it looks like. I mean, that looks pretty cool. I don't know if you guys like the one on one side and not both, but I mean, it would still look good with both. I just don't need it, and I split lanes, so I just don't want to have to deal with that. I might eventually end up putting it on because I have one, but I'm just not going to deal with it right now. That's pretty much it. It's not terribly hard to install. So I'll give my review on both parts. I bought both the Mirror Eliminators and the Bar End mirrors on eBay. The Eliminators cost around $15 to $16, and the Bar End mirrors cost around $35, I think. They both had free shipping, obviously coming from China because they're so cheap. Quality-wise, they're okay. The Eliminators, you could kind of tell in the video before that after I had screwed these in and then taken them out for the video, the inside of the black paint was already scraped off. Now, I mean, it's not a big deal because you can't see it, but if something nicked this, it would take it off and you'd see the silver behind the metal, so that's not good. And these, I mean, you can already see they're scratched. I mean, you can see that dink. I haven't even done anything. I've kept these in pristine condition since I bought them, and they're already, I mean, I'll show you on these because I put these on originally. I mean, look at that. Look at that scratches. That's ridiculous. There's a scratch here. I mean, I haven't been roughhousing with these at all. You can see the paint's coming off here from the screw. Not a big deal though. But overall, I think for $35, they're worth it. Also, the red color that I bought for this piece, I originally ordered black, and they sent me the red ones by mistake, so they're sending me a black pair to switch them out. I kind of like it. I kind of like the red, but it's a little bit on the pink side. It's a lighter red, but I don't mind it. My next install video will be my new exhaust that I purchased on eBay. It's a full DG exhaust, not just a slip-on. It's a full exhaust system that I got for 200 bucks on eBay. I couldn't believe it. Most full exhaust systems go for around like $400 to $600. We'll see how that goes. So, all right. Peace.